Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to FirstEnergy Stadium in Cleveland for the call. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at FirstEnergy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Texas Christian University Horned Frog, Andy Dalton.
A day one starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to the playoffs each and every year. Continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So we have now seen connection number one between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number one target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. And Green with a catch left side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 38. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And a look now at the Cincinnati offense.
Out wide, they have A.J. Green, who can run every route you want on the route tree and take the top off a defense with his speed and has the length to go over the top of people to catch the ball. But maybe the most impressive thing about him, the only wide receiver ever to be a Pro Bowler in his first 7 years in the NFL.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
I think when you watch him play, because you've heard all the different buzzwords about him being a warrior and what a battler he is, go back to the Rose Bowl game against Georgia his last year at Oklahoma. They got beat in, double overtime? A thriller. But he played despite the flu and still put up big-time numbers and almost rallied his team to a victory.
Yeah, big-time numbers. Also had a receiving touchdown in that game as well. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Let's talk about Vontaze Burfict, the versatile linebacker. You can play him inside, you can play him outside. Undrafted coming out of college, and that still fuels him. Gives him that huge chip on his shoulder. And when he's right and plays at his best, one of the best linebackers in the league. Just has to know where the line is so he doesn't go past it and cost his team some penalties.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you? Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive. Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us. But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad Perriman from 3 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but My only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Could he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense. Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
2nd down, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
This quarterback now 8 of 8 throwing the ball in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
A give. This is Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
All right, here we go.
Now Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And the Browns getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
first down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll try again now on 2nd and goal, this time from a bit closer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And Eifert has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Bernard shows the agility, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Dalton off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 21-3 our score, a little lopsided early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Jabril Peppers, the former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! Blue line!
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Bullock will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
4 down. All right, here we go.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Chubb. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The Bengals getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Dalton hovering near the goal line. On the crossing route, complete. That's Green. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. A handoff to Mixon. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, Dalton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Dalton, first and 10. Dancing to his left. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Mixon with it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jamie Collins in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
4 down. Set.
They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Play fake. Mayfield. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Shutting defenders at the 15. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start in the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to Mixon on first down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw coming for Dalton. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Mixon. And an alley to run. Oh, then the spin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10 on the screen. Bernard. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Underneath, this is Bernard. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Dalton here from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one, they help force another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Another chance for Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Now let's go! Green, 39!
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is third down and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Chubb on the counter. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Second down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. His kick is indeed good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that's incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati 1st.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
First and 10 for Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out. Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Dalton. And Eifert has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And Dalton to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one down to the 10. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. That's complete right around the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run here with Bernard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Bengals score. Bullock out now to kick this one away. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. It was Ryan Glasgow who got him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Mayfield now on second down. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On third and short to give it a tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
Now let's go. Green 39, green 39.
Mayfield now from the 50. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's second down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Crash down, crash.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5 on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, "We don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision."
It's second down. Dalton looking, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And now to the air. Dalton voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a good explosive run right there on the draw play. And in order for it to be successful, you've got to have some good faking going on and people having a nice little time clock in their head to understand how it all knits together. An offensive line really showing a pass set that they're going to pass block, maybe to draw in those defensive linemen, have them come upfield, and then get past them, hand the ball off to the running back, and oftentimes he bypasses the guys headed for the quarterback, thinking they're going to get a sack, and gets himself into the secondary. And in this case, he picked up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Mayfield to throw it. Landry brushes him off. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dalton. Over the middle. That's caught by Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete here. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. This will be Dalton again. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Marvin Lewis going to leave the offense out there. Fourth down, they're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
4 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. Fourth and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Fells has it, left side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action. Mayfield throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
from the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Blue, landed.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. It's Mayfield. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, landed.
Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now on second down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw here, Dalton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that will be incomplete as well. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Set! Blue landed!
Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lead!
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. First and 10 for Dalton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Second down, Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. That is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Dalton here from the gun. He drops it off for Bernard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown. Finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39, green.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here we go now.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Hugh Jackson rolls the dice, but it doesn't work for him. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.